here for our 13th episode of Dragons and Thing. What an auspicious number. What a delightful... I don't know, I got a lot... Craig's looking at me really weird.
You're scaring us.
Oh. Craig got really creeped out by that.
One of your mics isn't on.
One of my mics isn't on? This one's on. Did you turn that one on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, that'll be the reason. Don't worry, everybody. Sound's gonna be fixed in a second here.
But guess what? I'm back!
Hey, Alex.
Catch a crag.
I gotta catch a crag.
They don't care.
We're ready.
They don't care.
Everybody's
Nobody
sitting around like,
cares.
what is happening?
We're so
This
ready
is just
right
the
now.
worst.
Cares.
This is
The only
a
person
show.
that cares is Quigley.
This
He
is-
He's
gave me
watching a
hug.
disaster.
No one else gave me a hug.
Is it on?
I
Is
gave
sound
you-
happening
I
yet?
just said! You're the only person that gave me a
We got here like 5
I
minutes
think we got
before we
sound.
started.
I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna start talking
It
regardless.
doesn't work. I'm sorry.
You guys
We
have sat
closed-
around
did you
long
close
enough.
the
You'll
gate?
notice that we're back for another episode. What is this, like our fourth week in a row?
okay.
We're doing pretty
Third
good.
week in a
This is the
row.
Third week in a row, and we're gonna keep going strong. Don't you worry. Episode 13 happening tonight. Lucky, auspicious number.
Frightening
feeling
number.
Good about it. I think last week actually would have been a really good 13th episode because the players were not having any luck. It was just ill fortune all around.
Right.
So
But-
maybe this will be the flip.
Yeah.
Maybe our 13th episode will be the flip.
It's because I'm back. I'm
And
back.
you guys will, yeah, and Alex was gone, so she couldn't suck up all the bad luck.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, right before you left,
Crit Machine.
Out loud anyway.
Crit Machine wasn't here.
Did you hear
Crit
what
Machine wasn't
she
here.
goes? Did you hear what she just said?
I bet it was bad.
Yeah.
She
Let's
goes. She
continue
goes.
on.
Shh. Oh, I almost said, and then she just said it.
It's been 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You haven't been here for weeks, and you immediately come in. Ah, these
The
guys.
sailor is
These
back.
guys. These guys. I'm sorry. Let's intro the show. Let's
Okay,
actually
yes.
let's do a thing. Let's do our stuff. Episode 13 of Dragons Things. Very excited to be here tonight with all of you once again for our third week in a row. Looking forward to more weeks to come. And I want to remind you all that that's thanks to Sirenscape. This is the year of atmosphere. They are in part bringing this show to you guys for all these weeks in a row. So big shout out to Sirenscape. We're gonna have more stuff from them coming up. I do want to mention that last week we were all giving away Sirenscape codes, and at the end of it we're like, hey, message us on Facebook.
Facebook.
I didn't say Facebook that time. but
Facebook.
Message us on Facebook to claim your code, and one of the 5 people did. I've given away one code. I'm not going to reveal who. I don't want to shame the others.
Well, I
just want you
the
to know.
names. I have the names of the people that
Yeah.
won. So
Yeah.
very quickly, Silent H, Gregory Winters, Gwyn Thor, Jobu, and Cadence. If you haven't messaged us, then you lose.
I bet you Gregory Winters
We'll send you
is
the
the
code.
one.
It's super easy.
Gregory Winters is the one that got the code because I chose him.
What if I told you you were wrong?
It's King.
Gregory.
It was King.
Gregory.
Bad Gregory.
Either way, the point is, if we picked out your comment last week and you are eligible to get a $20 Sirenscape gift card this week, or at any point, you just got to message us on Facebook so we can send you that code right away. Again, one of you has already claimed it, so you know how good a deal that is. And once again, just a big shout out to Sirenscape. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show, and to all of you out there. You're hearing a lot of it right now. There's a lot of Sirenscape coming on into the Crag Cave. The Crag Cave is flooded with the glory of Sirenscape at this point. I do have
That
It was a fart sound, Jim.
fart sound.
Jobu got
I just have filtered those out at this point. I realize there's just so many fart noises that come out of here.
Farts are
Even
funny.
quickly in charge of the board, it's just fart noises, just all the time. I just filter them out.
Farts
Filter
are
it out.
funny.
Farts are funny.
Fart's a funny word.
Yeah,
Fart.
it's great. It's really amusing, but I don't have time for farts, right? I got a game to run.
Fart.
There it is. There it is. This week we do have prizes for you guys, and I don't mean to confuse anybody. This is gonna be really simple, but we've been announcing for weeks that we want to change up our sharing system, because right now we're like all in on Twitch, but you have to share the Facebook video through Facebook, and it's like, no. We gotta make some changes. So we're testing it out this week. We're gonna see how it goes. But while you are watching us on Twitch, you will notice just below the video, there's a little share button. When you click that button, a bunch of options will pop up, and the one that you want to go to is the Twitter option. There's a little Twitter icon. You're going to click on that. When you click on that, it's going to like formulate a tweet for you with our link, and it's going to have the episode title in it. And all you have to do is put in the hashtag dragons and things so we can track it.
That Dragon Show.
Okay. The
It's not
hashtag
that.
that dragon show, which is not how we've been doing it.
Oh, did we do Dragons and
I don't
Things?
Yes,
think
we've
ever-
always
I
done
thought we
dragons and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I was in Vegas for a while, so
Oh.
ignore everything I
What
said.
happens
Do
in
what Jim
Vegas
said.
stays in Vegas.
Remember how we didn't want to be confusing? Well,
Well,
I've helped that situation.
Welcome back,
so
Adam!
get through the tangled
Adam's
weave of
bad.
instructions we've given you, and if you do it right, you need to use the hashtag. All you have to do is type in the hashtag dragons and things. After it pops that little tweet up for you, you hit the tweet button, and it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. We're gonna track those, and we're gonna use those Twitter shares to choose a winner for tonight. If it's successful and everybody likes it, and it makes everybody have a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, then that's probably what we'll continue to do in the coming weeks. That way, you guys who are watching us on Twitch don't have to go over to Facebook and like share a different video on a different platform. You can do it right from Twitch. And all you have to do is click those buttons and type in the hashtag dragons and things on the tweet that comes up so that you are ready to go.
Jim,
So
I have a
that's how
question.
we're going to be winning.
I have a
Yes.
question. What if they share on Facebook?
I mean, that's good. It's cool to do. I don't know. What
I
happens
just
if
wanted
they
you to
do?
say those words.
Okay, I mean, like, yeah, we like it if you share on Facebook, but in terms of the prizes tonight, it's going to be through Twitch. It's going to be the Twitch button that's on the Twitch video. So,
Through Twitter.
right, through
Twitch,
Twitch
through
to
Twitter.
They should
Twitch,
share
Twitter.
on everything.
I mean,
Share on
realistically, yeah.
Instagram.
Share
Send
on
a
all
self-addressed
platforms, but
sealed
again,
envelope.
in
Call your
terms
grandma.
in terms of
Collect
what's going to get
UPC
you a
codes.
prize,
We're going to need the UPC codes.
Box
if you guys
tops.
could all go down to your local print shop, print out a business card that has the hashtag dragons things on it, and the hashtag dragon show, and you need to spread those in a 4-mile radius around where you live.
Be
And
careful.
that's how we'll know.
Some people that are our fans will do that.
Don't litter.
I mean,
That's all
we
have
do
to
need
say
business
about that.
cards, though.
Can they make one of those sheets of paper with the little rip tabs that you put up on
Yeah.
a pole?
That's actually how we
Watch
will be
this
checking
show.
prizes next week. Just one of those little rip tab sheets. Hey, there's prizes this week. We gotta announce what they
Prizes?
are. These guys are like, why am I gonna even do all this stupid crap? It's because we have prizes for you, okay? That's why you want to do it.
Oh, neat.
There is a poll, and an option on the poll was very evil Jim Jam.
I didn't vote for that.
And
Don't blame
you
me.
might not have voted for
I
it,
didn't
but
vote
an
for it
overwhelming
either.
majority.
But that poll
Everybody
was on
else did.
that poll was on our Twitter.
That poll is on our Twitter.
We have a Twitter?
Which we do every week. Social puts up a poll every week so that you guys have a voice in what happens on the show. And you have decided that you want
Got moved.
or truly evil Jim Jam to announce prizes this week. So I guess that's what's gonna happen. I guess I'm just gonna be the evilest prize announcer that I could possibly be. But I will not laugh while I do it. No, I'm not here to amuse you. I am here to inform you how you can use the tools I provide to you to spread misery and pain amongst your players at the next game that you run.
That's not bad.
First, we have the tools of your player's destruction. A set of brand new player-killing dice.
Yes.
These things are guaranteed to shred the hit points of your players and send them spiraling into despair and madness.
They're like mine.
These are brought to you by Tabletop Loot, and they are exquisite. Next.
You said you weren't gonna
No,
laugh.
I said I wasn't gonna lie. I lied. Because I'm really evil. I lied. Next, I will provide to you the means by which to set a terrifying, somber, deadly mood at your table. A code for $5. from Sirenscape. Download the most melancholy of sound sets with this $5 credit on your account, and your players will weep as they listen to the somber dirge that comes through your speakers at your next game. Just like that. Next, of course, I really don't know how you're going to kill anybody with the Brick Warriors pack, but it's really cool.
You could swallow it.
You will place this in your player's drink and they'll swallow it and literally die in real life. Don't do that. Like,
That's
we are not
evil.
responsible
You could
for
kill
what
your
you
kids
do
with
with
it, make them
these.
swallow it.
Do not blame us if that's what you choose to
I
do.
mean, it could be evil.
We don't do that. We don't recommend it. Not even the evilest of Jim Jam recommends that. But our final prize from the evening, from Paizo, from the publishers of this game, is the Ultimate Wilderness Guide. Full of information on how to run a wilderness campaign. Your druids will look through this book thinking to themselves, I will make a character more powerful, a druid more powerful than you could ever comprehend with the Ultimate Wilderness Guide. And that, when they're sitting on their throne of pride, that is when you destroy them with an overwhelming encounter from which there is no hope to survive. And when they have to tear up their character sheet that they so proudly built using the Ultimate Wilderness Guide's rules, that is when you will achieve true victory over their very souls. Those are our prizes for the week. All those prizes were pretty amazing. As I mentioned, Tabletop Loot providing the dice this week. You want to check out more of their stuff, go follow them at Tabletop Loot. They have an Instagram, they're on Twitter. Ben, I know that you're buddies with them. Tell us all about the code.
Yes, go to tabletoploot.com, use the code ThatDragonShow for 10% off your order. It's wonderful. I got dice from them. They're very fast shipping, and the dice are extremely inexpensive, and it's just amazing. I love them.
Fantastic. I love it.
Why don't you marry them?
I'm already married, otherwise there'd be a proposal.
I wanna jump in here and answer Flyboy Toth. Yes, your tweets need to be public so that we can actually track the hashtag to
Yes.
give you stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of questions about the tweets and how this is going to work and all that stuff, and we'll get into that. But first, there's more from Jim.
Well, actually, there's going to be a little bit more from Crag, because he's always very excited about Brick Warriors, and I know he loves to announce the code that he always gets correctly and never screws up.
Brick Crag! It's Brick Crag. What are you doing with sound effects for? Brick Crag. You get 10% off any order of $10 or more at Brick Warriors. And I know people have already used the code.
Really?
Yeah, I know that a lot of
Yeah.
people have used the dice code too, so that's
really
really cool
good.
that you guys do that. That actually really helps
Yay.
us a lot. It lets our sponsors know like how much you really like.
They'll send us more
what they
things
got.
to give to you.
They'll send us more stuff. We'll support the show,
Thanks.
and you guys get cool
She
stuff.
said
So.
stop.
And also,
Thanks.
segueing into Flyboy Toff,
I love
he sent
it.
us a gift.
Really?
Oh, that's super
Well,
nice.
Yes. Hi, enjoy your gift from Christopher Lyons, Flyboy Toff on Twitch.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you,
And some
Christopher.
tech stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
Do
super
you know
nice.
that
so
he's
much.
It was our
he's an
final
actual
missing,
rocket
headphone set.
scientist. I
He's
was
a-
talking to him during chat and Twitch. He's
a
amazing.
rocket scientist?
Yes, he's.
And
He's watching
Diana,
Build us a rocket!
I mean,
but Diana believes everything on the internet,
big
so,
one.
I mean,
he has a NASA logo on the icon.
Yeah, NASA. He's got NASA.
I would like a big rocket.
How's it-
Next.
I'm so sorry.
Please
I
send
this
us-
as a good thing. Look
Please
what
send
I've
us
done.
a big rocket.
One big rocket.
Anyway, sorry.
To whoever wins our beautiful Sirenscape code, and to everybody else who's like, I want to add Sirenscape to my game, it's super easy. It's super easy. Go celebrate 10 years of amazing sound, making every game epic over at Sirenscape.com. You can download their app. You can, I actually saw a message from them that if you've been on the fence about getting involved with them, you want to do it now, because they're going to have I don't know if it's next month or beyond, but they actually are going to have a price increase on their subscriptions. So, but if you lock in your price now, if you lock in your subscription now, you're going to be able to stay at their current price level.
Grandfathered in.
You're grandfathered in. So
Or
if you've been like,
grandmothered.
I'm not sure if I want to get Sirenscape, you get on that now. Don't wait too long.
And if
that
you want
direction.
personal recommendations, shoot them my way. I'll send you some personal recommendations of.
Quickly is our Sirenscape audio
Guru?
engineer here. He has been.
Do you write letters of referral for like college applications or things like that?
I actually, one of my football kids had me put me down as part of his references, and I was like,
That's cute.
That idiot.
That's awesome.
Just have him look up this show, and they're like, oh, this kid is doomed. He's been taught by this man. He's doomed.
Jim, what happened?
What?
Tell us what happened.
Oh, my
yeah,
gosh,
we gotta
that's
actually.
so
I guess we should
good.
actually play a game. I did want to mention though, you should go to Paizo.com. They provided this lovely, wonderful hardcover book for us to give to you guys. Go over to
You
Paizo.com.
said that's for
You can find
druids,
this and
right?
Many others. What's that?
You said that's for
there's
powerful
tons of stuff for
druids, right?
Powerful druids in here.
So I can still enter the contest to get it.
No, you cannot use anything in this book.
What
forbidden.
if I use a fake name, Jim?
I mean,
now we know.
Like,
Damn your cleverness.
you just told us about your plan.
and the winner this week is Herod Joy.
Yes!
Good times. Those are the prizes. Again, you want to use that share button that is on the Twitch video. Share it to Twitter with the hashtag dragons and things. When you do, you will be entered to win that amazing prize pack. And good luck to you all. Anyway, I was told that we should play a game, so I guess.
Is that why we're here?
I guess. But after
I would like to
careful
play.
consideration, I've decided to allow some Pathfinder to take place.
Don't worry. Sometimes on weeks, Jim Jam won't let you play.
He just takes away.
He
all
just
your
takes
strength.
away
Levels?
every bit
I
of
like how you
strength
looked. I
and
like,
level.
I like how you looked at me like I got you, Jim Jam. Like no, I got you. So really, it's fine. You're right. All right, a little recap of what happened last week, and then we'll dive into it. Actually, this isn't even so much a recap. It's just I'm setting the scene. I like this one. I did something a little bit different with this one. Let's see.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Yeah, he just patted
Take
himself
you-
on the back.
I'm going to take
I
you
like
on a
this one.
journey. I'm going to take you on a journey.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine the sight. 3 wagons rumbling down a broken road. They are laden with boxes, bags, and barrels full of trade goods and pulled by strong and steady draft horses. What's missing are the people. Among the entire caravan, there are only 10. They are the survivors, but you would be hard-pressed to call them the lucky ones. 3 are confined to the wagons, each as weak as a newborn babe. Of those, 2 appear largely unharmed but are pale and barely strong enough to sit up when the others bring in food and water. The 3rd is covered in deep purple bruises and red spotted bandages. Of those who bear no physical wounds from what happened, 1 has been broken to the point of uselessness. A man wearing the badge of the Red Shields walks beside the rumbling carts with a blank stare as far away as his taken comrades. He doesn't respond to anything the other survivors say. He doesn't eat, he doesn't drink. He only stops when the carts stop because the only thing that reaches him is the abject terror of being out on the road alone. Mug, a dwarf, sits on the front wagon and guides his team of horses easily, never bothering with the reins, just whispering to them occasionally. Overhead circles a massive bird of prey that would normally have sent them into fits of terror, but Mug has assured them that the bird is a friend and won't carry them off for a meal. Not until he's grown a little anyway. They are going to the city of Anderley, where their hopes of salvation lie. They are close enough to see the city now, and they can also see the sprawl of tents somewhat outside the city walls. A new feature of this landscape, the refugee camp from Trapsborough. You all know that you'll reach safety soon. Quigley, Lyra, and Alex are all grievously wounded and in dire need of aid. The goods you've brought from Trapsborough have to be delivered to the Swift Winds Trading Company, and a report of what happened on the road must be made to account for all of the missing people. But perhaps most importantly, someone must be warned of the shadows, the ones that took so many on the road. Someone has to be warned. What do you all do as you rumble up into the midst of this refugee camp?
We read comments.
We read comments! Yay!
Comments!
You thought we were going to play right now?
Ah, no, it's comments time!
Mr.
M Junior.
M Junior Munch. Finally catching you live again. Man, it's a pain being in the UK. Ah,
man.
shucks. Well, thanks
But
for
thank
watching
you.
again, and also
Yeah.
thank you for resubscribing for 2 months.
Yes,
Ooh.
and
We
you
saw that.
could just move if you wanted.
Whoa.
Craig has a garage.
You can't be here Fridays though. It's booked.
Yeah.
Crit
we're
on
booked.
32. Hey, all. So glad to get 2 weeks in a row of dad again.
Yay!
It's like old times, LOL.
Aw.
Well, hopefully it can be like old times all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's Lucas Martinez says, in this episode, all our questions get answered. Where is a name that I will not speak?
Sir Jonathan.
How is Ash the blacksmith? And how much money did Lady Maisie make on her collectible mugs?
Very little because I wasn't there to buy them.
Anyone?
You want one?
Sure, I'm gonna do this one. Sarah Girl 9959 says, "Yay, Alex is back!"
Woo!
Yes,
Yay.
That's not very.
Unfortunately, you are currently laid out in the back of a wagon, unconscious, unable to do anything.
Which one of us is
Wait,
worse?
she is there? Because I
Yeah.
thought we didn't see Alex.
Wait, but
No,
what
you did. You
happened?
guys had she had fallen in
I
the
thought I
battle. She was
walking with you
alive,
guys at the end of
but
the episode or the beginning.
Who's worse off, her or me?
it's pretty much a toss-up.
Who had the purple bruises?
The actually wounded individual is Alex. Lyra and Quigley actually appear largely unharmed, but they're basically so weak they can barely move.
Your babe.
I disagree.
Okay, let's go back to comments real quick.
I disagree.
Kyle the Adam says,
heavily
but are they
wounded.
ever prepared to handle any foe?
True.
Kyle.
I mean,
Kyle.
Kyle, you're getting very philosophical with us right now.
I like Kyle.
Brian Summers says, I beg your forgiveness for missing last week's show. To make up for that and to show
Brian.
my loyalty, I'm currently wearing my Epic Heroes,
Yeah.
walking in circles,
Ooh.
and my Crag shirt all at the same time. I feel a bit like Randy from the Christmas Story because I can't put my arms down right now, so someone else is typing this for me.
He just gets, when he gets, he's like, oh, I didn't like it when that happened. He rips off one shirt and then puts the one underneath.
Nice.
Jared, you want to take this one?
Logan Nation 08. Brian Summer, I wasn't here last week either. Show my loyalty. I'm sitting here in a Crag-style loincloth and nothing else.
TMI.
And Matt Buholt says, Dat Jim Jam shirt.
That's right. This week you guys will
Yeah.
notice that
Hi,
I'm wearing
Matt.
a different Jim Jam shirt. Last week I have two designs. I have two designs.
Whoa.
Actually, everybody has two designs at this point.
We do?
Craig has two designs.
Nope.
and-
No, there's nobody else has two designs.
Just Jim
the
Jam.
two
Nobody physically has them, but
favorites.
they're happening.
They'll be
Yeah.
They'll
happening.
be happening.
They'll be. It's
They'll
a
be
thing that's happening.
designs.
We gotta get up on that
And of course,
favorite
we do
list.
know that
That's
in the chat, we have multiple questions about the sharing. And hey, we're trying something new. Like we said, it's a test, so we do need you to share on Twitter this evening. We'd love for you to share on Facebook and anywhere else you want to, but to be eligible to win the prizes, once again, you have to be in the U.S. or Canada, and we do need you to hit the share button on Twitch and share it to the Twitters with the hashtag Dragon.
Jesus.
If you're watching on the Twitch page, from a computer, there's a little button just says share. Click a little tweet. If you're watching on a mobile, it's usually the little like half arrow curve thing. Just click that. Thing will pop up. Says share.
And then you just write out the tweet.
And if you don't tweet, now's your chance to start.
Yeah, sign up. It's free,
And
you
you
can
don't
win
have to
prizes.
follow it at all. It just helps us.
And since there's only going to be like 10 people tweeting, those people have a great chance. So you might as well sign up.
That's right.
You might as well sign
You
up
might
and
be
get
one of the
involved.
only
That's how
people.
they got us at the Ren Fair.
I mean, we know it's not going to be a perfect system, and there's always going to be somebody who feels like, well, I'm not on Twitter. Or,
Yeah.
This is
But
only a
before
test.
we were using Facebook, and we were noticing, I mean, like we were getting fewer shares on our Facebook, and we were trying to pull away from that. So it's like, no matter what platform we use, it's an imperfect system. No
We're
matter
gonna
what we
try
do. There's nothing
Snapchat
we can
next.
do.
No,
If this
I
stuff
hate
doesn't work,
Snapchat.
we're gonna use
Snapchat.
You don't vote for us.
We're gonna get. Oh no, we'll get up on ICQ, and we'll put up. You have to put up your away.
Oh, man.
Balanced messenger.
I still know my number. Hold
Is
on.
MySpace still
No.
around?
If we made a
It
MySpace
is still
page,
around.
If you just embed us in
Share
your
on
GeoCities
MySpace.
page,
Friendster.
your Angel Fire page.
My journal.
write us a letter.
Luna Steel Song starting us off strong with this bit war already.
What? There's
Coming in
a-
coming in at 470.
Look at Craig Son of Horses on the board with 300.
You made the board.
I cheered.
He cheered on
Wednesday.
Monday or Wednesday. Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
is it morning? Is it busy?
So
I need to know these things.
it's pretty early in the day. You guys have basically been traveling straight. You have not wanted to stop. After what happened with the last time you made camp, there has been an effort to keep going. You're all fairly exhausted. I mean, you have barely been able, like, you're just laying there anyway. There's almost nothing you can do.
I'm unconscious.
Alex, yeah, you haven't
What
even.
hit points am I at?
You are just at
You
negative
can't even talk
one.
right now.
Negative 1 hit points.
Don't worry, I'm directing them where to go. I go.
Uh,
Well, the clouds are moving
Jim.
this
Yes.
way, so we should
Where
probably
is
be headed
Clara?
that
I think we
way.
flee.
Fine, I'm just
over.
gonna lay down.
Claret is after you guys are getting through. Yeah, she's actually sitting over there. She's right there. What? There's 5 spaces on the couch, guys. After you guys make it back into the town or into the refugee camp, she doesn't want to go into the city of Anderley just yet, so she has split off to take care of some business in the refugee
so
camp.
we made it to Anderley.
But yeah, so basically you are in the refugee camp, which is about a mile outside the actual city walls of
What does that
Anderley.
look like? You say it's a refugee camp. Is it literally just
Yeah, so
tents?
most of these
Barbed wire?
structures are actually, you see some tents that are set up. It looks like there's far too little shelter for the amount of people that you're noticing, because while there are some tents, you just see a lot of this shanty town, basically. People have just sort of set their belongings out in a field and, using tarps and
Are
canvas
people
as ways to cover for
crapping
the...
just in the
There are
streets?
crag carps everywhere. It's
Well,
like
no, they're not crab
crag-
traps because I just
it's
got
just
in the
regular
town.
home.
crabs.
Craig,
everywhere.
you're
got
at
into
home.
town.
You've made it.
Traps everywhere. The only, there are 1 or 2 what look like, almost like Johann Mendelev's, gypsy wagon type of deal, where it's.
Is he here?
No, he's not his. No, trust me, I would never reintroduce him into this game. I know better than to have a character like that in the game.
We will find him.
Yeah. But so it seems like so there's 2 of those, and then there's actually 1 sturdy structure, and it looks like a small cabin. It's small, and it seems odd that it's there. It actually looks really out of place, but it's like this really well put together small log cabin.
Oh no.
The mouse and moth?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? When we get close enough to that, I would detect magic on that
Okay.
structure.
Yeah, actually, you do detect an aura of magic.
Sure. And then
Good night.
how you mentioned that the living conditions, there doesn't seem to be enough conditions for
Right.
the people.
Yeah. It's.
But is it well?
We're not
Is
down.
it protected in any way? Or is there any guards that we see? And is it filth and two separate questions?
you don't see much in the way. Make a perception check for me, actually. Let me see. Let's see what that does for you.
It doesn't do much.
Yeah. So you
believe-
just see this sea of hopeless, dejected-looking people. You don't see any. You don't get a sense of any sign of order or structure to it. They're
Side question
Yeah.
based upon that answer. Does Marcus know that those people are dejected and hopeless, or do these just look like people to Marcus?
Well, to Marcus,
I mean,
everyone's
you can
dejected.
you can perceive
you
the
don't
world
have-
around you pretty
You're
well.
not an idiot.
You don't have
you're
autism.
aware of
I
their
also would like
No,
to
no,
make
no,
a
no. What I'm
perception
saying is
check.
because
Dad, you're knocked out like me. And you got a 1. Perfect.
No, it's a 7.
Oh.
I'll let him do his thing for a while.
Yeah, you're in the back
Okay.
of the wagon.
So, no, I'm saying. My point is, he indicated to me that before I have a problem connecting with people, and I'm not not having
Yeah, no,
real emotional connection. So to
Yeah.
me, when I look at these people, they may look hopeless, but I'm not necessarily connecting with that in any way.
Well, yeah, I don't know that you necessarily.
I don't necessarily care that they look
Yeah,
hopeless.
but you're able
I
to
also don't
perceive.
not
You
care.
don't have trouble perceiving. You can still recognize.
Yeah.
Other people's
Can
emotions
I-
and states. Yeah.
Do I
mean, these are dirty,
perceive
disheveled people for sure.
anyone we recognize?
Me. What'd you get?
That's our rule.
A 1.
Big old 2, lucky number 2 for Crag. So yeah, you don't
That's
see anybody
actually
that
my
you
favorite
Continue.
number.
10. That's a
You
10.
don't see anybody that you recognize.
All right,
Lay down
well,
the
I
back
guess
of the-
I would just.
Can somebody please take me to the Church of Aranda?
I think that
What about me?
I would have spent.
I'm
How long did it
out.
take from that encounter to get to here?
About another day and a half, because you guys basically just rode straight through. You guys are all pretty exhausted, and Mug, what little magic you had left after the fight, you've used to keep everybody going, to basically so they don't suffer from exhaustion and fatigue. But now, you've basically expended that, and you guys have just reached the end of your rope as you are getting here. So it's very big relief to see the city in front of you, because
So would we go to the church immediately? Is that where we would go, you think?
I mean,
Church of Arender?
A church,
find-
a church for healing more than I can do. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's gonna be.
Okay. So you guys carry on through the refugee camp, rumbling through. People are. You actually notice that a lot of people are like kind of like notice you're passing by, and they seem.
Relieved, happy.
Yeah, a little bit.
A sense of hope.
I don't know if hope is the right word for it.
Whatever.
Well, I asked somebody. Do I? Yeah, I asked somebody what that building is.
Oh, okay. One of the random persons started just sitting by the side of the road, and you asked him what the building is. It's Cadwell's place. He's set up shop over there.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that means. What's he do?
You would recognize the name again. Like once people tell you about things, like
Oh, did they tell me about Cadwell?
yeah, no, like well, I'm just saying like once that information hits you, like that name is familiar to you, and you can like remember.
Then you have a
like,
flash.
Oh,
and
okay.
you're like,
I
Cadwell,
flash
my
like
best
Chuck?
friend.
Yeah,
You're Chuck now.
essentially.
Chuck?
All right.
Guys, I know Kung Fu. Okay.
But yeah, like,
I like that
now
show.
you recognize like, oh yeah, Cadwell. Like it comes back to you now that it's been mentioned. Yes. So yeah. But if there's nothing else you want to do, you rumble through the refugee camp, cross the narrow strip of field towards the city walls, and you notice that the gates are closed, and there is now, very obviously, without any perception checks, you can see that there are guards outside the gate. They've almost set up like a cordon further away from the actual city gates, where anybody, you see there's actually a small crowd of people who are in a very slow but orderly fashion. They go up to a series of tables, they're asked a couple of questions, they have to fill out some papers. You see some coins being slid across the table, and then they are let past the guards. When they get a small group of people, they open up the gates, and those people are let in. And you notice that this is basically like a very orderly but sort of slow method of letting people into the city. You actually see that some people are turned away. There's a woman who is currently like just begging with the guards, like, I have to get in there. I need to get. I can't pay you today, but I have a job in there, and if I can get the money for you tomorrow. And they go, no, you can't pay. Get out. No,
What
nobody
the
in the
hell?
city.
This is an impossible task
East
for those of us
Germany.
who
What the hell?
are without strength. You just said, sign my name, and I went, well, we got to turn away.
But
Lift my arm.
eventually, there's
So
actually
the refugees
you
have
guys-
no protection.
what's that?
Someone can do
So
it
they
for
have no
you.
protection. They're just out here.
Yeah, I mean,
outside
based
of
on what you see in
outside
the
of
camp,
city.
there doesn't seem to be much going on.
This
in
is
terms of-
garbage. Can we talk to somebody as we
Well,
come up?
as
We're
you
gonna
guys
have
are,
to.
you guys are basically like steering the
Get ready.
carts
Diplomacy.
toward this group of people, and one of the only surviving Swiftwinds employee from or I think there were two of them, or no, there were two guards, or yeah, either way.
As we're coming up there, though,
Yeah.
I do look over at Crag, and I just say, so, what's the plan?
And I say, it's always been strive boldly forth.
to get better.
That doesn't seem like a good plan. Do we do that a lot? Strive boldly
Always.
forth? Is that something we do?
He
Always.
does.
Why do we let him do that?
He's a force of nature.
He doesn't seem
I'm a
very...
force of
I kind of like lean into Crag. I say, he doesn't seem very smart. Is there a reason?
Well,
in
my
the same-
wisdom score
in the
is...
same-
How awake
You're
are
in the
you?
back of the cart, buddy.
We have to heal up. We got to get in here and heal up and gather our strength.
Yeah. What are we gathering it for?
Can
Where
you
we
just
going?
look at my body and go, oh yeah, Alex is knocked out?
You want me to look at your body?
Oh God, that's wrong
All right,
to say that.
We don't have time for that.
We've got to fix things.
Okay.
We have to fix you.
Wake me up.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Up
fix you.
inside.
I think that'd be good.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
so upset. She
kill
comes
some
back
more
after
rats.
like after a month of not playing,
But I
and
heard
she's
that
not
was
conscious. She's so upset.
It's not easy.
Got new dice.
That's why we have to gather our strength.
So you guys are actually sort of shunted into past the crowd.
Nobody shunts
because,
Craig.
Well, it's a good shunting. Because
I will not be shunted.
It's a good shunting. You're sort of allowed past the crowd because it's a commercial, like you're bringing in commercial
fast pass?
supplies. You get the fast pass.
All right, we're being
the
shunted.
Swiftwind's employee who has survived the attack is standing there, and she seems to have all of this under control with the guards. But you notice that she's trying, like they're like, well, you can hear them talking. It's like, well, you can go through. You're obviously an employee. Those two, we've got they're registered as Swiftwind, but you've got these, we've had problems with people sneaking in refugees. They have to go through the registration process and pay the fee like any of the others.
What's the
and you
fee?
can see they're like indicating you guys up on the
I just wave.
From the cart, I just go, I am a knight of the Church of Arender, and I must get through!
What is the fee?
When you start yelling, that there's a little bit of you guys notice there's like this moment of confusion from the guards, and they walk around. They start well, do you hide people in the carts too? This is exactly why we couldn't just let you.
They bring out the mirrors.
They bring out the mirrors. They start looking quickly. A moment, like 2 minutes after you start yelling, there's like the wagon, the pulled aside, and you see like several men in the livery of the town guard of Anderley.
Who is it?
Are like, oh, no, we got more people in here. You're gonna have to register all of these people.
I can't see you! I can't move!
I knew we should have put him
take a
face
moment,
down.
And I kind of look around, and I find maybe some fabric, and I kind of tear it, and I go walking to the back of the cart, and I say, I'll take care of this, and I go up and I just put it in Quigley's mouth, and I just tie it behind him, and I say, and then I step back out, and I look at Craig. I say, I think I did something good.
Is this new? Is this new from 2.5 days ago?
No, this is not new from 2.5 days ago.
didn't
You
see
actually
it.
recognize.
So like Claret and I would have, in theory, already been.
But
I'd pay to go in. again.
well.
I mean, I'll fly over.
You just turned into a bird and fly
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
wall, and nobody notices. It didn't really register with you because it's not a problem for you.
Yeah.
You just do what you want, and nobody can say anything about it really.
What's the fee to get into the city?
It's 5 gold, and you get a pass till sunset.
It's 5 gold a day.
Non-citizens must be out by ninth bell.
What if we bought a house?
I think
So,
I'm a citizen.
Became citizens.
That's not true at all.
People outside the walls are in mortal danger, and you're charging 5 gold a day
Well, we
for them
can.
to come. And then you.
We have provided everybody is under the protection of the guards of
I
Anderley.
think back to what Craig.
What
we-
guards?
We are keeping watch over the area, and if they were in danger, we would absolutely move to assist.
I think back
How
to
many
what
are
Craig
out there?
told me.
Like you said, 3 or 4 at the front gates.
We are not an official governing body of the people of Trapsborough. If they've taken a census of their numbers, then you would have to ask whoever is running the camp about the numbers and
No, I was
situation
asking
of things
Jim.
going
I was
over
asking
there.
Jim about how many guards are.
I don't know how many guards are currently
I'm
there.
going to think back to what Craig, my leader, I'm told he's my leader,
Yeah.
told me, and he said we're going to do diplomacy. So I look at this guard and I say, no, I think I'm a citizen
That's
of Anderley.
you know what diplomacy is.
I desperately try to raise my hand,
Okay.
and it doesn't work.
I feel like we would.
I'm pretty
raid
sure we
them
just
down.
established that you're in an enclosed cart behind us.
Yeah, but
There are probably, in terms of who's currently paying attention to you, 3. But in terms of who's at the cordon, there's about 20 people.
No, there are 20 people at the gate there.
Huh?
So at the gate,
Yeah,
there's about
yeah.
20.
How
So
people.
there's,
many
it's a
could I
pretty
get in a
sizable
fireball?
number of
So
what do we?
well, there's
Jim-
also a lot of innocent people around.
Jim,
Do I count?
who runs Bartertown?
Who runs Bartertown?
Who's the leader? Who is the leader of Anderley? Do I have knowledge
Yeah, do you have
local?
knowledge local? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Then you don't know what the governmental system of Andrew
Hey, who
is.
runs Anderley? I see he really has 0. He just has like 1 strength.
He also has been muzzled by Marcus.
Oh, that's right.
So, what do you guys do?
I mean,
I don't do shit.
I
Knocked out.
think really hard and tell Crag who the leader of Anderley is.
Do you have knowledge local?
No,
Yeah.
but when I'm thinking about it, I look over at Claret
don't have
and
knowledge
say,
local?
who's the lead? I do. But then when I think about it, I go, and I look at Claret and I say, who's the leader of Anderley?
And you're talking to no one.
He's back at the refugee camp.
I think hard.
Just make a knowledge local check.
There's a 1 on this dice.
Yeah, well, then basically you're just standing there going, who is the leader of Anderley?
I start,
Who is it?
I use my diplomacy and I look at the guard and I say, who is it that runs Anderley?
So- it's almost nighttime, you said?
No, it's early in the day still.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Moving a lot.
I'm gonna pay us. I'll pay all of our way in.
Okay.
Like I'll pay our way into the
so
city.
they point you to the back of the line and say everybody who's not officially an employee of Swiftwinds has to disembark here. You wait in line with everybody else, and you pay the fee and register as non-citizens.
Wait, we just helped Swiftwinds recover this box.
Look, these are the rules. I don't make them. I enforce them. That's my purpose here. And actually, as you guys are sort of arguing, you hear.
Who's your supervisor? What's your name?
Oh, please go ahead. Actually, this is great.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
Crag in a debate with a person barring his way. This is gonna go so.
What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Who's your supervising officer here?
That
Who's
would be
in charge? Who's the
Captain Bastra?
Captain Bastra? Can we talk to Captain
No, you
Bastra?
cannot. No.
Man, what a beat.
It's Swiftwinds, isn't it?
The people. No, you're talking to
No, we're
official.
talking to
This
the
is the town guard of
official
Anderley.
Anderley.
Yes, but we
town
are
people.
a part of Swiftwinds. That's what he just said.
You've been picked out as not employees of Swiftwinds. You are not registered employees of Swiftwinds.
Yeah, but we are.
What if we're undercover?
I look at Crag and I say, I get the feeling this guy's a real bee. This feels familiar for me to say that.
Yeah. So I want to.
We are though. We have the stones.
You're muzzled.
Muzzled
You're
up.
muzzled.
So I go. I go over to Quigley and I take Ned off of his.
Great.
I take Ned off of his belt,
Uh-huh.
and I bring Ned over, and I go. You will be cursed if you do not bring what's his name.
I
Astra.
detect magic.
Yeah,
and I
there's
say,
magic.
Tell him, Ned.
I mean, wait. We
Holy
didn't discuss
crap!
this plan.
Tell him,
I'm
Ned.
sorry. What are we doing? I was.
And they
What?
freaked
There
out
will
by
be a
talking
curse.
skull. And they freaked out by talking skull.
They're pretty. You can see that there's a lot
freaking
going
out
on
with
now.
It was a Captain Bantha. Captain Bantha
yeah.
fodder.
Is it to the point where if we would have gotten in line in the first place, it actually
you
we'd be
probably
where
would've
we've
already
been done
through
by
the
now?
gate. But as you guys are you're standing there holding the skull up, and you guys hear a familiar voice actually come. Somebody is approaching. Hello there, friends. Is there a problem that I sense? And you look, and you guys look, and you see that Cadwell sort of marches up to where you guys are standing, and he starts talking to the guard. And there's a very hushed discussion, and you can see that the guardsman starts to like get really flustered. He's like, oh, no. You see like he's like, no, don't do that, Oh, okay. And he turns to a lot of you and he says, you're bringing in Swiftwind's trade goods. You can have a pass into the city. And Cadwell turns to the rest of you and he says, welcome back, friends. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Who is it?
And he just marches through the cordon like he owns the place and goes up to the gate and is like motioning you to bring the carts in.
I look at Crag. I go, I like this guy. But how did you get that skull to talk?
It's a long story.
Where did we get that?
So you drive up, the city gates are opened, you are allowed
Can I
into
see
the
him?
streets of Anderley, and I know that you guys sort of have a couple different orders of business. If you want
I'm talking to this skull. This is really interesting.
Okay, you want to talk to the skull. You have obviously some very wounded companions
Right.
who are
We're going to
desperate to
church.
get into this game.
Do I notice that his mouth is tied up? I didn't
Yeah,
see
well,
that.
pretty
You
obvious.
took the skull off of my belt.
I was busy.
Um,
I'll take it off.
By the way, Rygos1 has followed us, and Distant Swordsman has also followed us.
Ooh.
Trill Surge not only gave us 1,500 bits, but he also is in month 3 of his tier 3 subscription.
Trill Surge.
And then he got mad we didn't call it out right away because the app wasn't running yet. So you got to wait until I start the app.
Sorry, Trill.
Sorry, Trill.
I'll get you month 4.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
Nice.
So you successfully made it into the streets of Anderley. Cadwell is there. You could talk to him. I know you wanted to get to the church. You also have the wagons full of goods for the Swift Twins Trading Company to deal with. The Swift Twins employee probably would not be able to handle driving all 3 of the carts by herself.
Good.
But it wouldn't be too much trouble. Like, she could lead you right there. You could drop that stuff off.
Then we have to
Well,
carry
can
Quigley.
we walk and talk? Can we walk and
And
talk?
then you would
with-
have to carry Quigley.
Yeah, but Kimbleton says no, go shopping.
Well, that's also an
Well,
option.
can
You
we-
could just shop.
but
You
can
can just
we
forget
walk?
about Quigley.
Can we sell Quigley?
Hey, hello.
Let's walk and talk to Cadwell. I want to walk and talk
Okay.
to Cadwell and keep moving towards the church.
Sure.
Loud.
Because I think that we should take wounded people and go there for healing before we bring the goods to Swiftlands.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So knowing that you guys are kind of in a dire situation, the Swift Twins employee actually just leaves you with the carts for a few minutes and goes and finds help, so that within 10 minutes there are enough staff there that they can take care of the goods.
Yeah.
And you are informed that if you stop by, like, you're given directions to the Anderley headquarters, and if you stop by, you can give a report and you'll be given compensation for your efforts in defending the profit margins and people of
And-
During
I'm
those,
like,
during those moments while we're waiting for them
Yeah.
to come back to collect
Mhm.
the goods, I'm talking to
No.
Ned,
Yeah.
and I would say, Ned, who are you? How do we
You
know that?
literally just said my name, so I think
Yeah, but
you
he
have a
said
pretty good idea.
Ned.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm Ned. I don't know what we've done this before.
You're cursed.
Yeah, that is very true.
I think I'm
Very
cursed.
true.
Am I cursed?
I don't care.
Well, I mean, I kind of don't either. Oh, are we the same?
We are not the same, because you have a fully functioning body, and I am a skull.
What if we? Could you have a body?
I don't believe so. I was.
I think about this.
I think about it. I know it.
I know it. And I think, I bet we could turn you into one heck of a golem.
I would prefer to be turned into a dead person.
You want
If
to
that's at all
die?
possible. Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Are you like? Do you feel that as
I
an
have been-
emotion?
I mean, I feel that as a very strong one.
Because
I've
I don't
been
feel like
around
I'm
for a long time.
I don't think I'm having like emotions right now. Is that something you're experiencing?
I am not a therapist. I do not have any
Ask him if he
stake
wants
in
to
your
actually be
well-being.
alive again.
You want to be alive again?
I mean, like immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, mortals eventually die. That sounds good.
Yeah, we got
And I
that.
would probably, I am assuming, have a fully functioning body, which is a really important part.
I can't guarantee what race you'll be, but yeah, I can get you a
mean,
functioning body.
I'm intrigued by the possibility.
This is a good talk we've had, Ned. See, I'm glad we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about how to kill you, and then I thought, why kill you when I can fix you?
So
All right then.
the
Sorry,
Sam,
and Ned to Mud.
the Samster 25 just donated, I think, either 1,000 or 2,000.
2,000.
2,000 bits?
Enjoy second place, Trill Surge.
Uh-oh. Craig's not even on the board
Oh,
anymore.
you guys wiped Craig's son of horse off the board?
And Blair
Why do you
Peterson
guys
says,
why do you even poke the bear? Like, why are you doing it? Because
Trill
Trill's just going to
is
destroy
now
everyone.
poked. Trill is now poked.
Blair Peterson says, what? Introduced to a random nondescript bystander and Quigley doesn't ask what his name is? Her name is, correct? This could have been his Anderley's Tim. Well, if you recall, I can only see pretty much straight up right now, and also my mouth was gagged.
I undid your thing.
I say, don't give him the liquor. We need that for leverage.
Brian Newman said, "Did Sarge survive? We need a Crag Sarge reunion." That's why I want to talk to Cadwell, even though I hate him.
We gotta get
Cadwell,
Diana back in this
why?
game. She's eating dinner
He's
now.
not doing anything but trying to make you ahead of
Wait, what'd you say?
Logan Nation
Someone
08
say
says,
something?
Diana, you might as well get your laptop out and join us in chat. Yeah, you want to say, like, get you
Hey,
something?
Diana, why don't
Like,
you go back to Florida?
you want like a blanket over there?
No, I had to work, so that's why I'm eating right now. So I apologize if I'm eating the dinner, but
And
yes, give me a laptop. Fine, I can't talk.
Executive Bubbles says, drink that fella's wine in his face. That's what I want to do once I can walk again.
Where's my laptop?
Cravey Moore says, we must find Ticketam at Cadwell's.
I like
Tam.
that
Tam.
James Karsten is calling out the Marcus quote, and I think that needs to be like the show logo. There's a 1 on this dice.
Look,
Famous last words.
Okay.
Good
Anyway,
times.
so we go to the...
to get healed.
So yeah, but
We're going to
they wanted to
church,
do a
but-
walk and talk scene.
Right.
So first of all, who is carrying Quigley? That's an important.
Wait, we're carrying him?
Well,
You
I
took
mean-
the carts?
Well, the
thought we were
carts.
going-
You can't take the carts because those are swift winds.
Who's carrying me?
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
I mean, there's
Yeah,
only
you
one
gotta carry your
person
wound.
near strong enough to carry Quigley.
Yeah, Marcus.
I mean, between
My-
the lot of you, you can carry Alex.
Because we're still
Quigley,
at the same that we were.
Huh?
We're still at the same
Oh yeah,
strength.
you might actually be pretty weak, pretty bad off.
So
Yep.
I'm
He's
at
a normal
I'm
human.
at a 10.
A
Oh.
10? You're a normal person.
Maybe I'm
very
strong.
quickly.
A normal person.
A normal person.
So not
You know
me.
what?
What?
Marcus is going to think about this and come up with a really good plan. I want to know if there's a barrel around that I could purchase.
Are you gonna roll him in the barrel?
You would know that I am.
How much do you weigh, Quiggles?
That's not a good plan,
good
but I
old
mean, it could
It's a better plan than
It could
killing
technically
him.
happen. Don't you have another? You don't have any more floating discs prepared?
Who has me?
No, I don't.
I was gonna say, I can scoop Quigley up like the bodyguard, Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner
Oh
style.
my goodness.
I got a 16 strength.
You guys can do.
Twice your size.
Yeah, dwarves are very hardy though. They can just they can carry a
This
lot.
is great.
a lot
So
of big
he's
stuff.
carrying Quigley, and Quigley's feet are dragging behind him.
It's really slowing me down.
You guys
Sorry.
carry them. The point is, you can carry the three of you.
Cadwell,
companions,
what
but
the
you wanted
hell
to.
happened?
Well, what happened was dragon flew over the town, freaked everybody out, and the town was evacuated by order of the governor.
Did the dragon?
We all made our way to Anderley, thinking we'd find refuge, but well, as you can see, things have not turned out as well as we'd hoped.
But it seems like you have some
What
pull.
happened to you guys? Me? Well, you see, I am serving as the only competent healer, doctor, keeping sickness and injury and improving things as well as I can. And I know that you guys always complained about the prices of Cadwell's, but I've used a lot of my assembled profits for the good of people in Anderley and outside these walls. So all in all, it's all contributed to the greater good. There have been several problems I've been able to help certain people in Anderley with, and as of such have gained a bit of influence and ability to walk so that I can gather as many supplies as I can from the many mercantile shops in the city and take those needed supplies out to the people of Trapsborough so that I can help them become better thems today.
Have they?
All, of course, for no charge.
just-
I'm doing this out of a civic duty to
I
my
am-
fellow citizens.
I imagine that I'm just sort of slumped over the top
Yeah.
of Mug, and I'm just like, you got anything that I can walk with?
I'm afraid I don't have anything on me. If you were back at my shop, perhaps I could help you, friend. But unfortunately, at present,
Great.
So I know it gets really dangerous at night. So
It has.
has anyone been attacked
so
outside
far
the
the
city
camp
walls?
has not been attacked by anything. We've been lucky in that regard. But who knows? Who knows?
I just don't understand.
Are
Is
there
there
any
no
missing
room inside
people?
the city?
Well, it's a little bit of a political issue, A lot of people don't like a flood of newcomers coming into the city. A lot of us came here with nothing, and a lot of the people inside the walls of Anderley felt threatened by that and decided they, as citizens, that they should be protected from the influence of outsiders, and so they kind of closed the gates. Though those of us with the means can get in with the day passes, though as you can see, the price is steep, and not everybody has the means to do so.
Two things really fast.
Yes.
First, the Samester has just been trumped by Trill Surge, of course, who dropped 2,000 more bits
Oh my
Well,
god.
and said, "Here you go, the Samester 25." And then just a logistical question.
Yes.
My memories going back into the stuff days is that the Church of Anderley is actually outside of Anderley.
Church of Arender.
The Church of Anderley.
No, the Church of Arender has a very large presence in Anderley, but there is for example,
spire
like
of
the
something.
spire, and that was a separate location that in the Quigley, Claret, Seraphina episode that we went to. There is a separate location, but inside the city of Anderley there is a presence.
Gotcha. And then outside the city is Cadwell's.
Currently, yes, he has set up shop outside the city.
Okay, I would just sneak in a question at some point to Cadwell and ask him if anyone has gone missing in the refugee camps.
Well, there have been people who, you wake up one day and they've gone. It's very difficult to say why or how. I mean, I would imagine that a lot of people just get fed up and leave, thinking that, after it was very clear that Anderley wasn't really going to be the safe haven we were hoping for, some people may have just left of their own accord. But I don't think nobody has. There's no reason to believe that anything especially suspicious has been like taking people in the night or anything. No. Though there have been people who have sort of, the younger.
Actually,
Point of order.
Children have gone missing?
No children. No.
did the other merchants make it?
There
Did
are
all the other
some.
merchants from town, did everyone
there,
make it?
there are some. Yes, those with family inside the city have actually been able to enter the city and find more refuge here than those with no family in the city. And of course, as always, those of
Like Amazon.
especially wealthy means have managed to find a place here.
Oh,
It is
David
really only the
Crockwell.
common poor. Oh yes, indeed, he does enjoy the hospitality of the circle, the council that runs the city. He is their guest.
Who runs the city?
The
Excuse me.
council. There's a council. The merchants have a representative. The church has a representative, and the people have a representative. The three of them make up a triumvirate that sort of sets law over the city.
The church, the people, and the what?
Merchants.
Merchants. I look at Craig and I say not quietly, but not obviously loudly on purpose. I'm just not quiet about it. I go, hey, isn't this where you said the Sixers were?
Well, yes. It is, of course, said that the council may be in charge of Anderley, but they're not the ones making the decisions, if you know what I mean.
Up to this
So
point,
I wouldn't speak about that too much in the open.
Up to this point, I
Subterfuge.
completely forgot about the Sixers.
You did?
I just brought it up.
That was one of the
Oh,
biggest
right, yeah,
things
there's
on my mind.
There's a WB that's out here to get us.
We
Oh,
got
God.
lots of
I thought she was
problems.
a BW.
It should be, yeah, she's a BW.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
To the church.
To the church. Okay, so yeah, you make the rest of the way to the church. Cadwell kind of
you get that
having
barrel?
a lot of familiarity with the city leads you straight there. It is a great, magnificent building. You guys are let inside without any trouble. It's very clear, obviously, that there are wounded companions, so you are met by priests, and actually several that recognize that Sir Quigley, like they recognize him. Like there was a big ceremony here, so like the people recognize you. And
He flew. He can fly.
Do you think we can do anything about
he
his
can't.
volume?
But they would
not on
know
his
that
own,
I
but
flew.
he did fly. He did.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he flies.
But yeah, the wounded are taken, and you guys can spend some time in the church. If you also have any issues that need to be taken care of, like Crag, I know you were saying that you're basically a common man at this point.